Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. I'm huge. It's not a microphone, it's just a fan. I'm YouTube. I'm every woman. I'm YouTube famous now. I don't even know. Anyway, let's just get into this video, okay? I had no sooner been uploading my Jeffree Star video, literally put the memory card into the computer, that my friend texted me and said, did you see the statement? I was like, oh my God, if I have to film this whole video again, I just can't, right? But it wasn't from Jeffree Star. It was a statement that Tati put out 28 minutes ago. Okay. Now, I just want to say this before I get into it. I'm trying to be real fair to these people, y'all, okay? I'm trying to be very, very fair to everybody. But this is starting to feel very contrived to me, okay? It's starting to feel a bit calculated to me that there are a lot of conversations going on behind the scenes on how and when we're going to present these things. And I haven't read the statement yet, so I might be eating my words here, okay? Because I thought I'd do something different and I would read the statement on video for the first time to you. It's kind of like my meditation video. I read the meditations, I'm like, oh, this is what I think. So I'm going to read Tati's statement, okay, that she typed up and put on Instagram and put on Twitter. I'm going to read it and I'm going to give you, you're going to see my response right away of how it really happens for this drama channel, okay? But I'm starting to sit here and think, okay, so Jeffree posts this video, then Tati then she posts her statement, and so Jeffree and Tati post their statements at the same time. So this is what happened. Hold on a second, you guys. My lips are so chapped from talking. Oh my God. All this drama. Drama. How's the drama phone? Okay. So Tati puts up this tweet, right? Y'all thought you were watching Game of Thrones. This, okay, is Game of Beauty Thrones right here all day long, okay? We should do a whole casting at the beauty community. Somebody do this video, because I don't watch that movie, that show, whatever, the TV show. My grandma back in the day, she used to call them stories. She used to watch soap operas and call them stories. Anyway, that would be a great video. Somebody should do that video, okay? If the beauty community was Game of Thrones, who'd be who? Somebody do that video, you get you 1 million views. Okay, that's why I should be in PR and I shouldn't be doing YouTube videos. Don't nobody want me anyway. So she put up this tweet right here. Here it is, okay? With a broken heart. So we already know before we get into it, her and James Charles ain't talking no more or something like that, right? But I read the first line and it said something like, yeah, we've been in communication the last week. So here it is. I'm not going to put the explicit things up there. You guys can go look on her Twitter. You can go look on her Instagram. It's up over there. Are you ready? Now, I haven't read this, like I said, so this will be interesting. I have been in communication with James Charles through an intermediary for the last week. That's kind of like a third person, a mediator. Okay, and we believe that it is in the best interest of our community, our viewers, and our own mental health to put this matter to rest. For that reason, I will not be making any further public comments, and I hope and pray that no one else will make any more hurtful statements on my behalf. You heard her. This is what she's wanting. No more hurtful statements on Tati's behalf. In my original video, I felt the need to publicly break up with James with a warning call loud enough for him to hear. I was attempting to explain my upset and concerns so that everyone would understand my position and end the speculation that it was all over vitamins. Okay? Which you said a lot more in that video than just something about some vitamins. Over the last 8 years, I built my career based on honesty, integrity, and trying my best to do what I thought was right. I believe that, 100%. The toxicity and chaos that ensued over the last 10 days was absolutely not my goal, as it was a fight that I was almost certain to lose. Although I do not regret raising my concerns, I completely regret the way I went about saying them. I could have and should have found a better way. Even in this moment, I still have so many things I'd like to clear up. However, the continued call for receipts is nothing more than a call for never-ending bloodshed. As such, I'm setting aside my overwhelming need to be understood and will continue my conversations with everyone in private. I hope that our community is somehow strengthened from all of this madness and that we will strive to hold ourselves and each other to a higher standard. To my audience, I need you to know that I'm blessed to have your support and love making videos for you guys. I'm truly sorry for all the hate this brought to our doorstep. I love you and look forward to returning to my regular content soon. Well, first of all, I just want to say that I'm very concerned. I'm very confused about the broken heart emoji. Because that would sound to me like her and James were talking and having good conversations through a mediator. So why the heartbreak emoji? I'm confused about that. Unless she's just saddened over the whole situation. Is that what she means by that? So people are not liking it underneath there. So somebody said, it would have been super cool if you, like, I don't know, handled it like an adult. This was high school and level BS. And I'm annoyed that I even know anything about this. Please, all of you, just stick to caking your face. Oh, God. Woo! Somebody put just mess. Somebody else said, just like with Jeffrey, exactly what I would expect from you. All my love and blessings. Take time to heal and go back to what you love. XOXO. Best way to end this. Same for Jeffree Star. Let it in. Get some rest. It just seems like a huge... Okay. So you all want my initial response right off. Now I'm kind of scared to say. Y'all know I like Tati. I do, okay? Like, here's the thing. I have no emotional attachment to any of these people, right? It's so interesting that, to me, in the last week, that there's been this conversation about bias and payrolls and all this stuff coming from drama commentary channels. And, you know, I think, like, I don't know how much that's true. You guys, you say what you want to say. I think it's sometimes hard to have conversations with people and then stay unbiased. In a video that I did with about Trisha Paytas last week, I was accused of having a lot of bias in my original video. It was really important for me to listen to the listener, or to the audience, who said that to me and said, could you please remove your bias? Which I thought I was pretty fair. I didn't even realize I had bias going into that video. I thought, I can do this video and I can be really fair. I came back and I made a second video because I didn't feel like it was fair to the audience, and I didn't feel like it was fair to the subject matter out of personal bias. So I came back and I made a second video. It has also taught me that going into any drama commentary videos, at the expense of maybe not being able to be friendly with some of these people, not having conversations with some of them, not having relationships with them, that for you, the audience, it is important for me to go into all of these situations trying to remove as much personal bias as I can. And if I can't, to be completely honest and say, I do have some personal bias with this situation. So, I have really, to all three of them, no personal attachments at this point. I have different feelings about different things, but they have really nothing to do with this situation. I'm kind of just like you. I'm kind of sitting on the outside looking in. I think it's very, very interesting that, this is just my gut response, okay? Love me or hate me for it. It's just my opinion. Sound off and put your opinion in the comment section below. But like I always say, let's be classy and kind to one another. I think it's very interesting that Tati and Jeffrey's statements come out almost within a half an hour of each other. And they almost say the exact same thing. So, I'm wondering what's going on behind the scenes. I'm wondering if there's not legal action that is being pursued, that there is some kind of conversation, like, if you expose anything else, I will continue with a lawsuit. If you don't, and you come back and say, we're just going to end this, I will let it go. I won't move forward with any kind of lawsuit. I'm kind of wondering if that's not what's driving the story behind the scenes, if there's not some legal aspect to all of this. It just seems very suspect to me that, and I thought that Jeffrey's statement and I thought that Tati's statement were very nice. I thought they were handled very, very well. If you want to hear what I had to say about Jeffrey's statement, go back. I just filmed a video about it. I thought they were done well, okay? This statement as well, I think, is said very, very well. I think to put it in a Twitter thread and on an Instagram story written out, I think we learned that in 2018. I think she's probably at this point too exhausted to make another video, and she's like, I just can't. So she did the best she could. So I ain't gonna fault her for that, okay? But I mean, I do think it's kind of funny because everybody came for everybody else that did that in 2018. Tati's a different situation. She's tired. She's put 2 videos out. She's like, I don't want to do any more with this. But, you know, I think for us, the audience, there's been so much that's been said at this point. I mean, I don't feel like I necessarily, like, whenever I talk about, like, relationships with people and stuff, I say, like, I don't know that we necessarily need to know what happened in the behind the scenes. But this is kind of different to me. I feel like they brought the entire audience of all of these people into this huge, pavilion. And it's kind of like we were watching, Big Brother or Survivor for 2 weeks, 3 weeks on end. A lot of allegations, a lot of things were being said and, happening. And then all of a sudden, we're just supposed to walk away from this. Now, I read this statement in Jeffree Star's video, and I'm going to read it in this one because I think it's really, really pertinent. And it says, and I'm not going to say the person, you guys can go find the comment if you want to, but I'm not going to call them out in case they don't want their comment read. This was on Jeffree's video. I love Jeffrey, but this video makes it seem this whole drama was planned behind the scenes and that it didn't go as planned. This isn't us wanting tea, it's us wanting to know who's the one that really is lying and knowing who we should or shouldn't be supporting. This is kind of disappointing. And it's interesting to me because I agree with that statement to some degree. It's like, now all of this has been said, we don't, any of us really know the truth at this point. That being said, this was going to go back and forth endlessly for a very long time if somebody didn't put a stop to it. So, yeah, fine. Okay, they're going to put a stop to it. I don't think this is the end of it. And I said it in my last video. I think somebody like Gabriel Zamora is going to be like, well, Tati, no. No, I think he's going to have something to say. I think it'll be Gabriel Zamora that comes out. Unless somebody has said to him, if you speak on this again, you're done, okay? But I do think that somebody will say something. I think there's somebody inside, there's no way. There's stuff going on in the background that they're not showing us. And I don't know, maybe it's none of our business, but I do feel differently about it in this situation. I feel like so much has been said at this point. Are we just supposed to forget the last 3 weeks and go, okay, do-overs, you know? I mean, that's what they're presenting to us, do-overs, okay? Like, forget what everything just happened, you know, the last couple weeks. And, okay, like, I don't have an emotional attachment to these people, but some of you do. A lot of you do. A lot of you invest in their products. A lot of you invest in their videos and things like that. So how do you feel about it? That you don't really have an answer at the end of the day and you don't really know what's going on, and that all of these receipts and all this stuff has been threatened and people have made accusations and stood behind their accusations, and now at the end of all of it you find out, it's like, listen, what if you all, because I was joking about the Game of Thrones in this video, I don't know, I've made so many videos at this point, but I was joking about Game of Thrones. Whatever your show is that you watch, okay, imagine coming to the series finale, okay, not just the season finale, and you cannot wait. You got your popcorn, you got your Coke, you got everything, right? You've invested, let's say, 8 years, 10 years. Let's talk about Grey's Anatomy, okay? The very end of it, you've invested a lot of emotional time in this as well. Yes, it's just entertainment, but at the end of the day, even though these are real people, to us, to the audience, YouTube is entertainment. We've invested a lot of time. I know a lot of people in my life that don't have other people other than who they watch on YouTube. And at the end of all of it, you find out that they don't air the series finale. There is no series finale. You just are left not knowing what's going to happen. Well, this is on a whole other level because this does involve human beings and things like that. I think the way that it's being handled right now is fine, but I think at some point they all need to come out and make a joint statement together, because I think that this has affected so many people. The fact now that their social blades are like this, I can't even keep up with it. It's going to be interesting to see what happens now with them all making these statements. The really interesting thing is when I just looked, James is gaining, Jeffrey is gaining, and Tati is still losing. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And do you think this is done? Do you think it's over? Do you think this is the end of Dramageddon 2019? Or do you think something else is going to pop up? What do you think about all of this? Let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.